Hey guys, welcome to another online maths class. This video will be about finding the equation of a line using 2 points. And by the end of this lesson, our goal is to understand that the y-intercept is not always shown on the graph. Be able to find the equation of a straight line using 2 points and do this with the CAS. So just pause the video here and take a couple of minutes to write these down. Alright, so as shown in the success criteria, not all straight line graphs show the y-intercept, so we often have to use the 2-point method. So there's a few steps in using this method. Let's just start writing these down. The first one is to use the coordinates of the 2 points to find the slope. Once we've found the slope, we're going to substitute the slope into the equation just y equals mx plus c. This leaves only one unknown. Third step is to substitute the coordinates of one of the 2 points on the line into the equation. And the last step is to substitute the values of m and c into the general equation y equals mx plus c. So at this point, this might just seem like a bunch of words, but it'll make a bit more sense when we do a sample question on the next slide here. Alright, so this question says find the equation of the line that passes through the 2 points 2, 1 and 4, 10. We can see we don't have a y-intercept here, or we can't see one anyway. So we have to use the 2-point method. So going back, our first step was to use the 2 coordinates to find the slope. So we're going to use these 2 coordinates to find the slope here. So that was rise over run, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Substitute those values in, that gives me 10 minus 1 over 4 minus 2. It gives me 9 at the top and 2 at the bottom, and we can simplify that to be 4.5. Alright, so we've done the first step, we've found the slope. Step 2 was to substitute that into y equals mx plus c. That gives me y equals 4.5x plus c. That was our second step there. Now onto the third step is to substitute the coordinates of one of the 2 points on the line into the equation. So we could choose either that one or that one. It doesn't matter which one you do. I'm just going to use that first one because it's got small numbers. So let's substitute that in. I'll just continue my working out over here. So that's my y coordinate 1, 4.5. That's my x coordinate. So I'll replace x with 2 plus c. Now I've only got one unknown, which is c. So that means I can solve for c here. I'll just do 1 equals 4.5 times 2 gives me 9. And to get c by itself, I need to move the 9 to the other side. So I'm going to subtract both sides by 9. Well, so that gives me 1 minus 9 equals c. Therefore, c equals negative 8. So I can write it like that. So now I've got the slope, which is 4.5, and I've got c, which is negative 8. So I know my equation, I'll just write on the very left, is going to be y equals 4.5x minus 8. So that's how you would do it if you didn't have a y-intercept visible straight away. Alright, so now we know how to do this by hand. That was our second goal. Let's have a go at doing it using a CAS calculator. So all the steps are there for you to look at, but let's get your CAS calculators out and do this one together. So once you've got your CAS, we're going to click the stats option there. So click on stats. And the question says find the equation of the line that passes through the 2 points 2, 4 and 4, 10. So I'm going to use list 1 as my x coordinate. So that'll be 2 for the first one and 4 for the y coordinate. And the next one will be 4, 10. Alright, once you're there, we're going to start making a graph. So if you remember back from statistics, we've got to calc, regression, linear reg, and make sure it looks like that. It should look like that by default, and then press OK. Once you're here, I've got my a will be the m, because that's y equals technically mx plus c. They've just used different letters. So a is the same as m and b is the same as c. So my slope there is 3 and my y-intercept is negative 2. So my equation, would just be y equals 3x minus 2. Once again, m is a, which is 3, and c is negative 2, which on the calculator is shown as b, which is negative 2. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all back online.